Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really cool little sensory toys and playthings that you guys can do. Some of the things are actual toys that I've either purchased or received, and then some of the things are just practical items that you find around your home, maybe even in a package that you get, a present. So just so you know, not everything has to be, expensive or that you actually have to go out and buy it. First off, I just want to thank Lovevery for partnering with me on this video today. If you haven't heard of them before, they are a company that sends out, it's like a subscription box sort of deal. Everything is curated to your baby's age and what their developmental stage is. And also everything is Montessori inspired. They have a lot of sensory play items depending on your child's age and kind of different motor skills that they should be learning at that time. Anything that you could think of that they should be learning then. Their toys are meant to be used that way. They even send you a booklet with every single box to let you know exactly what each toy does, what it helps the baby do and learn, and then how you as the parent can play with your child with that toy to implement that into their playtime and show them kind of how they should be using it and different ways that you can use it. It literally, once you start to learn about it, it's crazy how much easier it is to implement this into your playtime or into your daily routine than you think. Because at first I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to change up everything. It's gonna be so hard. I'm gonna get new toys and get all this new stuff. And really you don't. You can start gradually. Obviously it's better to start when they're little, like his age. Jade is 2 years old, so technically I didn't start with her until she was about, I don't know, like 2 or 3 months right before her second birthday. But I slowly started doing different things. The sensory play is definitely my favorite, and I think it's my kids' favorite too. And then learning different items that I can use for sensory play for a baby has been really fun for me as well. And I've learned from other people. I've gotten ideas from Pinterest. So I wanted to put this video together for you guys that are beginners like me, that are learning about this and want to start doing it with your kids. You may not be ready to just jump right in and be full Montessori, which I say inspired lightly because I'm not trying to totally redo my house and my toys and the way that we think for the complete Montessori way. I'm just taking certain things from Montessori that I feel like I can start using comfortably in the life with my kids, and things that I really think would help them, and not only help them, but that'll help me, because really what you're doing is you're teaching your child how to become independent and how to play by themselves and have imaginations, and they're not stuck in front of a TV or playing video games. Like my older boys are totally doing that, and they're not necessarily too old to be doing Montessori inspired things, but when it comes to toys and things like that, there's not a whole lot that I can give them other than like sensory play things. Definitely any kid, any age can do that. I mean, it's fun for me and I'm an adult. So my boys would love to do sensory play, but when it comes to toys, I don't have like specific toys for older age, which both my older sons are 5 and 8. But what I do now is I implement that practical life. So really all that is teaching your kid how to take care of themselves, how to do their own laundry, how to put their clothes away, where to put them, how to get themselves their own drinks and their own silverware, and how to cut their food, how to feed themselves, like all of those things that may seem like, well, wouldn't you already teach your kid? Yeah, I think you would eventually, but trying to do it earlier than you think actually helps out. Because now my boys can totally put their clothes away by themselves, but they don't want to. And I feel like had I really worked on this earlier in their life, they probably would be doing it like it was second nature to them, and I wouldn't have to ask all the time. So now I'm trying to do that now, which it may take a little bit longer than it would if you taught a baby or a toddler how to do this over time. But still, we are gonna do it. Like I said, this video is gonna be the items that I use for my kids to play with, things that we've made, that we've bought, things that we use at home, toys and sensory items. And then I will give a couple ideas for sensory play for a baby and a toddler. But I've watched some of these videos before and they are so much fun for me. I love it because I get so many ideas and your brain just starts going crazy, like, oh, I could do this and I could do that and I could start this and I could do this, and oh, my kid would love this. That kind of thing. I will do an unboxing just a minute to show you guys kind of what is in each box for my daughter's age at the moment and my son's age at the moment. And now they don't even do like, oh, a 2-year-old, here's your 2-year-old playthings. It's literally by month. So you get 3 months worth of play items in a box. And so every 3 months you would get charged again for the next 3 months. And then if you only want to implement 1 or 2 of those toys into your routine at a time, you can, and they give you the instructions exactly how to do that, which again, I love. I feel like it is the best way to start out if you're wanting to do the Montessori inspired, the sensory toys, all of that kind of stuff, and you're doing your research and you're learning about it. I feel like this is the best way so that it takes the guesswork out of it. It makes it a lot easier to decide on what activities and what toys you want to bring into your child's view and playtime for that age that they're in. So I am so excited, y'all. Like, are you excited? You want to see the fun things we have? We are so ready for this, and I hope you guys enjoy this as well. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up if this is the kind of stuff you like, because I would love to do more videos like this. Let me know down below in the comments if you would be interested in something like that, and to keep this like loop going with the whole sensory and Montessori inspired play. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my next videos coming up, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, starting with Jade's box. This is for months 25, 26, and 27. It's going to show you what's in the box with this little card on top of it. And then also it's going to show you the kind of like a timeline of the next boxes that are to come and what those are going to be called. Of course, we've got our coloring kit. This is great because it actually zips up, so it's great for on the go. We've got a book, and I think every box comes with a book. This one is going to be good for her counting and numbers. Then we have these really pretty flowers. So this is great for motor skills and for her to learn her colors. And then of course we have our little booklets telling us all about what's in our boxes, how to play with them with our kids, and what they're going to be learning. Then this big booklet is even better because it also shares activities that you can do at home with your kids that have nothing to do with these toys, so they give you extra ideas to play with. Then we've got these flashcards for her to learn, and these are all practical things that she's going to do throughout the day. And then we have a double-sided puzzle. And this guy, I think everybody has seen this kind of thing before, but this one is great because it does come with the chips that are colored so that, again, she can learn her colors. This is a sustainable sink that she gets to use to wash dishes, and I will share that a little bit later in this video. All right, now moving on to baby boy's box. This is for months 5 and 6. This is called the sensor. And then what's great about his box is this actually shows a timeline of when you should pull out each toy for your child. So the first item is going to be this little guy here that you can roll around. It actually makes noises as well. And then these socks jingle, so you put those on his feet. We've got a book like the other box came with. And a squishy ball that's colored. And of course, just like the other one, this is a booklet to share all the things that are there and how to play with them. And this guy is going to be really fun for tummy time and when he starts crawling. And this one actually helps with motor skills so that he can learn how to pull things out of there. You can actually connect those so that they all come out together. Okay, so we've got our blocks. See all the holes? Okay. Can you put them in the hole?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Hey. Cool.
Good job. Look at how pretty. You did it. Now what are you going to do? Okay.
Purple.
This one's purple. See that purple? Where's yellow?
Yellow.
This is orange. Where's yellow?
Red.
No, that's pink. Where's yellow?
Yellow.
Yes, yellow.
Orange.
Can you say pink?
Pink.
Red.
White. Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh.
Here you go. White.
Yeah. So these socks are great for babies' motor skills, learning how to pull their feet up closer to their face. It's great for flexibility. They're learning their body parts and what it's like when they're moving around, all the noises. So that is really fun. I also like to read the book that we got from Lovevery to him, teaching him all of his facial features, and when I say the words, saying them out loud, pointing to the picture, and then pointing to the place on his face.
Ears.
When I took this clip of him, this was when we first got the box, so he still hadn't learned how to pull his feet up closer to him. Now, y'all, he is a champ. He loves these little jingle socks. I put them on him all the time. He shakes his legs all the time to hear him go, or he's constantly pulling his feet up to his mouth, so they definitely have helped him in that way. This is a toy I found on Amazon, super cheap, but it's great for motor skills as well, and she's a huge fan of it. Alright y'all, here's that Lovevery sustainable sink that I was sharing with y'all earlier that came in her box. This thing is awesome. She plays with it on repeat, and it's just so easy. You just put water on the very bottom and put a couple batteries in. She turns it and the water just recycles itself, and it does come with those little extra plates and cups as well. So baby boy is here playing with his Lovevery toys. He still is trying really hard to learn how to grab those little handkerchiefs out of the box. But I wanted to show y'all here. You can also lay it on its side when you're doing tummy time. But babies find sensory everywhere. So see how he's rubbing the blanket. He's feeling the textures and the softness and the way his hand moves over it. So even the smallest thing like that is still sensory play for babies. Here he is playing with this wooden rattle that I got him on Amazon, and I also put one of those little jingle socks on his feet, and when he's in this thing, y'all, he loves to shake his feet, so I thought that would be fun for him. And then of course he's got the extra jingle going on with his rattle, and it is wooden, so he can chew on it as much as he wants. I like that he can stick his fingers inside of there, so it makes it a lot easier for him to grab it at this age. And again, y'all, I will have everything linked down below for you guys. Here's an idea for practical play for a toddler. You can let them sit up here and wash dishes. She absolutely loves this so much. It does get a little messy with all the water, but that's okay. Now I'm going to share with you guys how we made this taste-safe sensory foam for her to play with. It's super easy and it's fun for her to be involved with the whole process. That is pretty much part of the sensory as well. I found it on Pinterest, so I will have that link for you guys down in the description box if you want to do this with your kids. But all it is a can of chickpeas that you strain out for the liquid that's in there. You add in some cream of tartar and you just start mixing it up on a high speed, and it makes it this fun little foam for her to play with. And if she wants to eat it, it's not going to hurt her at all. Now you can add food coloring if you want to, just to make it a different color, or even if you wanted to do a couple different batches in different colors, I think that would be fun. But it's just meant to be fun and messy, and obviously it's taste safe, so if they do put it in their mouth, you don't have to worry. This is a fun little Easter activity that we did. All it is those little plastic eggs, and I covered them in shaving cream, and then on the other side it's just water, so that she has to find the eggs and then she has to wash them off and put them in a separate bowl. And it really is just a fun sensory play for them. They learn how to clean things and how to put things in the right bin. The Target dollar spot is always a great place to find little fun kits for her to play with, especially that are sensory related. So this was a little kit that I found there that came with all of this in a little bucket for her, and it's kind of like a Play-Doh, but it also comes with the shapes that she can push on and just roll everything around. This is, again, just kind of like a water play. All I did was add different color pom-poms, and she had to rescue the pom-poms from the water, and she could use different utensils to do that. This is a color sorting set that I found on Amazon, and she loves it. So again, she's learning her colors, she's learning how to sort things. It's really great for them. This is another foam play. Now this is not taste safe. All it is water and soap and some food coloring, and then you mix it up in the bowl really fast and it gives it this foaminess that she can scoop out, but again, not taste safe. Here is another Target dollar spot find. This was just like some sort of crunchy putty. It had like little balls inside this Play-Doh almost, and she could fit it around a dinosaur toy and just make it her own. This is a cleaning station, so we have a dirty side and a clean side, and she has to take the toys out of the dirty side and put them on the clean side to clean them with the soapy water. This is one of the first sensory bins I ever made for her. All it is white rice on the bottom, and then I just found a bunch of different like crafty things to put in there for her to play with. Water pouring is definitely one of her favorites of all time, so we do this quite a lot. The only difference is that every time that we do it, I try to pick out different utensils for her to use, so it's not always the same exact thing. As you can see in this clip, we're using different items to pour water with. This one is great to start out with because it's fun to sort out the chocolate chips from the pasta, and then I gave her a couple utensils to use just to learn how to scoop with. This is Kinetic Sand, and it's definitely one of our favorites in the house for everyone involved, the older boys, for me and my husband, and Jade of course loves it as well, and of course just bringing in different utensils for her to use. She recently got this toy out of our newest Lovevery box, which an unboxing will be coming soon after this video on the new boxes that we've gotten in, so look out for that one. But all I did was just give her a little bit of water to be able to pour on each side to watch one side go down, and then as she puts the water in the next one to see how they level out. This one is super easy if you don't want to go out and buy a bunch of things. Start out with some oats or even some rice in a bowl and give them a spoon and a cup and watch them go. This is something I thought up one day for her because she was getting super restless and I needed to get dinner done. So all I did was hand her a couple different bowls, measuring cups, and utensils, and then I gave her a little bit of flour and a little bit of water. She mixed everything in the bowl, and now she's just pouring things back and forth. So it's great for motor skills and learning how to mix things, and of course just for fun. Now of course it is a little messy, but they're still having a blast and she's learning. Now I'm going to share some things I've done with baby boy. This is one of the first ones we've ever done. This is just that crinkle paper that makes noises when you crunch it in your hand, so he loves that. This one, I just gave him a piece of ribbon to play with. Same thing here, he gets to play with a ribbon. It's really easy. All you have to do is tie it to something above them and let it kind of hang, and so they can pull on it, they can crunch it in their hands, they could even put it in their mouth at times. Obviously, make sure you're around to watch them. Anything that makes noise, babies are going to love. So, and if you can find any of these little books that have the crinkle paper in there, they are going to go crazy over it. Next thing is something that I found in my home. All it is a piece of decor that I had sitting on the table. It's great because he loves moving it around, listening to it going back and forth on the floor. Of course, there are 2 or 3 different textures on this as well, so there's a lot of sensory for him. This one, again, is something really easy. You can do it every single time you put baby in the bathtub. When you're pouring water over them, if you do it really slowly, a lot of times that is also sensory play for them because they're feeling the water hit their skin. If you do like I'm doing with him here, where you let his hands touch the cup, touch the water, feel it pour out slowly onto his fingers, or if you're telling him, hey, I'm gonna pour it on your head, and you pour it on their head slowly, touch their head at the same time, that's all sensory play to them, and you're getting them used to these feelings. And not only that, but they're getting to feel different textures and understand what everything is. So obviously when you're pouring the water on his hands or his tummy, you can say, I'm pouring the water on your tummy, and they're listening to you, they're reading your lips, they're feeling everything. So again, y'all, this is something super simple you can do with your baby every day. This one is great, especially for those babies that hate tummy time, and almost all my kids have not been the biggest fans of it. So all I did was elevate him up on a blanket. I rolled it up underneath him so that he could be elevated up enough. And then I just filled up a little pan with some water and put in a couple toys in there that float and move around so that he sees the colors, he sees the movement, he has his hands in the water, he's feeling the water, he's feeling the toys, he can even start splashing in it and do whatever he wants. So there's a lot of different things for him to do, and it just makes it more interesting for them. This one you can do in a chair like this or even on the floor for tummy time. All it is a Ziploc bag with water and some pom-poms in it that mush around when he touches it. Now this thing, y'all, can technically be a practical play and sensory play. It is a teeny tiny cup for him to learn how to drink out of, but of course it's great for him to gnaw on. He learns how to pick it up, so that's motor skills. So either way, I think this cup is amazing. Now for the big boys, Jade could totally do this as well, but Abel was getting restless, so I gave him something to do. And all it is shaving cream with a coriander and a bowl underneath it. So you put the shaving cream on the bowl and then you push the coriander on top and watch it ooze out of the holes, and then they can go crazy with it. All right, y'all, that is it for this sensory play idea video. Again, if you're a beginner like me and you're just trying to figure this whole thing out and you just want to start using some of these items in your playtime with your babies, definitely follow my channel so that we can keep this going. If you guys like this kind of idea, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Like I said earlier in this video, I would love to keep this going kind of like a series and share with you guys every month the different things that we've used for sensory play, you know, different toys that we've used, anything like that. So definitely let me know. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!